Okay guys, on to the 4-point problems. The first one's just a right triangle where they ask for two angles. It says the hypotenuse of the triangle is 12 inches. If one leg is 6 inches, find the degree measure of each of the angles. So I drew this triangle on my own. I drew the 6, I drew the 12. Notice this is half, so if you remember your 30, 60, 90, you probably would pick up without doing anything that it's going to be 30 and 60 degrees. But if not, we're plugging it in the calculator. So I just randomly picked one for A and one for B. So I said, my sine of A is going to be opposite over hypotenuse. So my sine of A is 6 over 12. So to solve for the angle, I type in my sine inverse, and I get that A is 30 degrees. Then I said, well, the cosine of B is also 6 over 12, because now I'm talking cosine, adjacent over hypotenuse. So I type that in my calculator, I do it as an inverse, and I get 60 degrees. Then I just read these carefully to see which angle I put where. It says the angle opposite the 6-inch leg. So if my 6-inch leg opposite, I had said that was A. So I find A, and it's 30 degrees. The third angle of the right triangle, and guys, we didn't even have to do this. If we had 90 minus 30, we could calculate 60 and didn't even have to do the cosine, but this last angle is going to be 60 degrees. Okay, next one, they're back to a vector problem. I don't know why they randomly stuck this one in here as a 4-point problem, but we'll just go with it. So it says, with the vector in the form AI plus BJ, given its magnitude, remember the double lines means magnitude, and the angle that it makes with the positive x-axis, they want us to write it in I and J form. So all we're going to do is, I drew it here. It's a magnitude of 9. They want this component and this component. I wrote that in like a red and this in a purple. So I did the cosine of 45i times 9 plus 9 times the sine of 45j. I put it as the square root of 2 over 2. They probably would have been fine if you left this as 1 over the square root of 2 and did not rationalize your denominator. But if you leave it like this, you're safer. So I just put it this way. So your vector in I and J form is 9 square root of 2 over 2i plus 9 square root of 2 over 2j. Okay, the next one we're going to add our vectors, so I'll show you how to do it. It's a little longer, so I'll start a new video. And we're almost done with the practice test.